All right, hi everybody, and welcome to Quarantine Cafe. I am here right now with my buddy John Shakespeare, who lives in Nashville but who is holed up in Cambridge. So, John, how's life? How's your pandemic going? And how's everything?
You know what, man? I can't complain for myself. I mean, lucky enough to work remotely to be able to do that. And I'm actually here with my family. It wasn't planned at all, but I came up for a show and a wedding, and both those things got canceled, and I just stayed. So we're all here. We're making food, um, making bread like everybody else.
Yeah,
And just kind of figuring it out one day at a time, but definitely can't complain. I miss live music though.
yeah, me too. But like, don't we all, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's cool that you're doing this.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this has been really great for me because it gives me an excuse to like listen to a lot of live music, I guess, and talk to
Right.
cool people. So, speaking of which, though, can you tell me a little bit about what you're about to play for us?
Yeah, so I've been writing some songs like during the quarantine to pass the time. And I've also been able to go into Pink Noise Studios, which is the studio over in Somerville that my friend Dan Thorne runs. And no one's there. Like Dan's not going in there
Yep.
really much. I've gone in a couple of times, and I've actually gotten to do some recording too. So on the quarantine cafe, I actually played a couple of those songs that I've been tracking that are I pretty much haven't played for anybody before. Plus a couple of things, from older albums um, that just seemed like fun things to play. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing that. Let's give that a listen, and then we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Quarantine Cafe. Welcome to my Quarantine Cafe here in Cambridge. My name's John. Thanks to Callum for having me on tonight. Got some coffee here in this cafe. If y'all have a beverage, I hope that you're enjoying it. Got a lot to do today. Got some sad songs. We got some slightly less sad songs. We have lots of excellent and unforced banter coming up for you, my invisible audience. So I'm gonna jump right into it. The song's called No Wires. Shaking the winter top, bunk in a hostel. I feel like a lover took Dylan for gospel. I get on the northbound, I get on the bus. I get up in the evening draped in a sip dust. Everyone's saying the river dam bust. Scrawl on the bathroom stall, revel in rust. I forget names while I'm still shaking hands. Let's go down to the ocean in back of a van. If anyone's wondering, I am your man. Tell 'em that, babe, if you can. 'Cause I put all my faith in the captain's estate to just do what they want. I keep living here. I put all my faith in some shimmering fate, but tomorrow will dawn like today. With no wires, no towers, and no crew. No wires, no towers. Well, lately I'm feeling like keys without locks. You're saying lately I'm feeling too free. It's been a week since I've looked at a clock, and I'm feeling like Philip Petit. With no wires, no towers, and no crew. No wires, no towers, and no you. Well, here we go, Judy, the sun's in the west. Stay for a while, stay and we'll rest. Stay for a while, my time-honored guest. Well, here we go, Judy, the skyline is yours. The place that you come from is littered with stores. The place that you come from is heavy and bold. Well, here we go, Judy, the kids are alright. They're spinning the records you keep out of sight. They're spinning the records that kept you up at night as a girl. Here we go, Judy, the sun's in the west. Stay for a while, stay and we'll rest. Stay for a while, my time-honored guest. Lately I'm feeling like keys without locks. You're saying lately I'm feeling too free. It's been a week since I've looked at a clock, and I'm feeling like Philippity. With no wires, no towers, and no crew. No wires, no towers, and no you. Fun stuff.
And we're back with John Shakespeare. So, man, it's funny. Something that I've found interesting, like talking to a lot of musicians during this pandemic, is that like everybody's everything has just been kind of like turned upside down, you know? So like we've had people on here who were like on tour and then just suddenly had to like run home. But you got kind of lucky in a weird way. You kind of like already were home, or not home, but like where your parents are at, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Cambridge, I've lived in Cambridge for like 3/4 of my life at least. And so I definitely lucked out. Music wise, I lucked out to be in a place where I could access a studio in like a safe way too. So yeah, it's been good. It was a total accident. If the wedding had been a week earlier, I would definitely be in Nashville, or like maybe stranded at a Holiday Inn in upstate New York where the wedding was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good.
So
You're in Somerville right now?
I'm in Watertown.
Watertown, nice.
Yeah. The best town.
The best.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess like probably close by to you. Although it depends where you are in Cambridge, I suppose.
I bet you're pretty close to me. I'm on that side of Cambridge.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live right by the graveyard. There's for anybody watching who isn't from the Boston area, there's a really amazing graveyard in Watertown, but it's not open to the public right now. So we can't really go like hang out there.
An epic graveyard.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, that was one of the sad songs, and we're now moving from sad into less sad. It's actually my friend B. Troxel's joke. I apologize, I'm stealing it right now. But y'all probably don't care about that. This song is called Swinging for the Fences. It's about the time that I was a baseball star when I was about 11 years old. I wasn't a star, I just made the All-Star team once. I was a kid then. Man, that was back when I had a picture of me and my girlfriend. We were headed west. She was in a sundress. Ooh. I was a firebrand, looking for a good war. I was a whole damn town, but don't know what to live for. I was a baseball star, it didn't get me far. So the money that I had, well, I spent it. And that house up on the hill, well, I rented. 'Cause I'm swinging, yes, I'm swinging for the fences once again, once again. I like to feel the clean crack of a ball against a wood bat. Watch it soar through the air, what a sight to look at. Not into the stands, the fans will understand that the money that I had, well, I spent it. And that house up on the hill, well, I rented. 'Cause I'm swinging, yes, I'm swinging for the fences once again, oh, once again. Oh, 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 oh,
So why don't you tell me a little bit about the recording process and like what the new stuff sounds like?
Yes, I mean, partially partially because of actual logistics and circumstances, it's pretty stripped down compared to what I did on my last album. But that's been a really fun exercise because it's been like, I don't know, I've wanted for a while to try to make music that is a little bit more, I guess, like ethereal and quiet, just to give that a go. Like not as a permanent thing, but just as a, like, can I do this? And so there's a lot of vocal layering. There's a ton of like arpeggiation on different instruments. And kind of just like if you filmed me in the studio for a day, it would just look like a crazy person, just like going around picking up instruments, like trying to turn them on, seeing if they work. There's a bunch of like Juno synth and stuff that I had never really messed with before. So it's pretty cool. Like I love going into the studio with a band because of the organic creativity that happens. But I feel like I've been learning that the benefit of doing some tracking alone, I'm sure that like you've done this, is that you have unlimited time to mess around, and like you don't have to, you're not paying like $100 an hour, first of all. So you're at a certain point, if you're in the studio and you're on the clock, it's like, well, okay, like this take is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be good enough. But if you're recording alone, it's kind of like you can be a perfectionist. You can also mess around and try really weird sounds.
Yeah.
For hours and then scrap it all. And yeah.
Yeah, and you don't lose anything. Yeah, I mean, I really like that, like personally, just because like there's almost like an arranging aspect to it that you don't get, Although I guess you get it with the band. It's just that the band is kind of doing the arranging for you.
Yeah, with a band, a lot of it happens ahead of time, like at your rehearsals.
Yep.
But in the studio, it's like, what if there was a kazoo solo here?
Yeah, I bet if it's
there's no measure for that.
And then you do it, and it's like, well, I don't know if I love this, but maybe if there's a harmony on top of it, then it'll sound good.
Maybe if there were more kazoos.
Yeah, right.
One kazoo would be more acceptable.
Yeah, one kazoo is too much, but a kazoo choir that could that could do it. So do you have
Yeah.
any kazoo solos on the new
No, I'm totally misselling the album. There's no kazoos.
There's no kazoos, just a lot of Juno synth.
Just a lot of Juno synth imitating kazoos.
Whew. Thank you all for listening today here in my house. This is actually not my house. This is my parents' house here in Cambridge. I live in Nashville usually, but been up here for the quarantine for about 2 months. Didn't expect to be here so long, but I'm lucky to be. This song's called Georgia, and I wrote it a couple weeks ago, so it's all pretty new. My friend called from Georgia. She said, I guess I should have warned you, but it's a strange world we're living in if I can't call you out of the blue no more. So I said, sure, it's a long drive anyhow. I asked about her garden, and she said the ground is hot this year, and nothing really grows here, but it's a slice of peace. She said, are you still writing those sad-ass songs? And I said, yeah, one or two of them at least. She said, I hope you understand, you got all these friends who love you more than you deserve. You know they really mean the world to me, but I cannot understand why you can't pull your head on out of this helmet you have built for yourself. Well, some of those sad-ass songs were for you, Loreen, although it seems a million years ago you used to dream upon my shoulder about the places we would go. But I'm glad you got your garden. We're all gonna need our gardens now. Loreen laughs along. She says, why don't you write a happy song? Something we can dance to while the ship goes down. Something we can hang above our heads like a halo, so no one looks too closely when the judgment comes around. You know I've never understood how all these friends who like me more than I deserve. You know they really mean the world to me, but I cannot pull my head out of this helmet I have built to keep everyone from seeing who I am. So I'd like to write a happier song, where pretty lies built to disguise the fundamental fear inside this box that I have learned to call my body. But I'm glad I've got my body. We're all gonna need our bodies now. My lover called from nowhere. She says things are getting slow there. She's walked around the block so many times she can't recall if it's she who does the walking, or if the sidewalk's talking to all the seabirds squawking toward the shuttered Capitol. I'd like to write a happier song to ease the pain and ease my own until the gardens start to grow and we all find the words to sing
So what is a Juno synth even like? I don't even know what a Juno synth is.
It's pretty versatile. It's just like it's like a really user friendly synth. I think the first ones came out probably in the late '80s, but the newer models, what I like them for is they have a lot of like those just really ominous and or soothing pads that
Oh,
you'll hear in
cool.
the background of like a lot of indie music.
Yep.
And so they're really good textures for that. They have really good organ type sounds. Um, they're they're more on the subtle end of synthesizers. I feel like they don't like have a ton of like super fun
Yeah.
party leads.
Yeah, it's not like the stabby
Right, yeah, yeah. There's not too many stabs, although there's some of that. But yeah,
yeah.
there's like 100 sounds on the one that I was using.
Oh, cool.
All right, enough of that bummer stuff. This song's called Craigslist. Picture yourself at a bad job interview for a job you don't want. Thanks for taking the time today to talk with me about my better qualities. I know that it's a holiday, that you'd probably rather be somewhere with your wife and two perfect children. Thank you for the water too, I really needed water. Let's talk about my resume. It's such a lovely resume. It's got all of those bullet points to let you know I'm great. But when I was a child, I thought I'd be some brave explorer. But the corners of the world had been cornered when I got here. So I saw your ad on Craigslist. Thought this could be better than the nothing I've been doing all year. Now that I am older, I can see the world is colder than I thought when I was 17 and stoned out in Boulder. Think I'm finally ready. Think I'm finally ready to be part of this American machine. Oh, 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 oh. Well, let me tell you about myself. I was born between the two Iraq wars, in a house with 2 floors, in a suburb of a town outside a city that you have never heard of. Well, I was raised on MTV and Lunchables and apathy. Does that sound good to you? 'Cause it sounds great to me. I never thought I'd ever be such a perfect potential employee. But when I was a child, I thought I'd be some brave explorer. But the corners of the world had been cornered when I got here. So I saw your ad on Craigslist, and I thought this could be better than the nothing I've been doing all year. Now that I am older, I can see the world is colder than I thought when I was 17, stoned out in Boulder. Think I'm finally ready. Think I'm finally ready to be part of this American machine. Oh, 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 also proficient in Excel, also proficient in Excel, also proficient in X. Woo! Brief solo there from the frog in my throat. I swallowed something wrong. Don't have the coronavirus. Dealing with some allergies over here in casa. Dealing with some minor allergies, but otherwise healthy. And even if I wasn't, you wouldn't get it through the screen. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks to Callum and Josh for doing this. It's an awesome thing to keep going and keep us all kind of feeling connected as we're all in our own little bubbles. Live music like means more to me now than it ever has, and I miss it all the time, and I miss watching it and seeing my friends do it. So this is a pretty good substitute. A lot of things on Zoom I find aren't good substitutes, but the music actually works for me. So thanks for being around. I'm gonna play one more song. This is brand new. It's called Rations. I'm gonna put it out in a couple weeks on the internet and Spotify and all that. I have a bunch of songs on a couple of records on Spotify and a couple of records on Bandcamp. So if you're interested, I'm John Shakespeare, no E at the end. It's my real name. A lot of these songs are up there on whatever streaming platform you so desire. Thanks again to the Quarantine Cafe. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening.
So how long do we have to wait for the record? There's a question.
I think I'm going to put out a song in like 3 weeks.
Cool.
It's being mixed right now in Nashville, and I'm super excited for that. But I don't even know, how many at this stage. I don't even know how many songs this project is going to be. I'm just kind of going into the studio once a week, and seeing what happens. Like, I think it might be an EP of songs recorded in this more stripped down way. Then that might get released sometime in the late summer, early fall. But it really just depends on, it really depends on what happens. Like, I've been approaching this so differently than other albums, because I didn't even expect to be tracking. I just suddenly this opportunity came up. So I'm like writing songs in real time and then going into the studio and tracking them while I'm still excited and figuring them out. So
that's all.
Drop D, take us back to the 90s. With a metric ton of honey and 100 bags of tea, and the orchids by the window leaning always toward the sea. With your father's record player and the records that it plays, and the changes in the weather make a record of our days. With our friends in California and their faces on the screen, and the abject paranoia that is cycling through our dreams. With the elemental confidence of someone who's never seen any real kind of pain before I sing. With the ambulances ringing through the early days of spring, and the cherry trees exploding like they haven't heard a thing. With the memory of the morning when we drove out to the lake, you and me and all your cousins too. It was green and blue and green and blue. With the elemental confidence we learned in a Hollywood dream, and a creeping sense of emptiness we sing. With our friends and with our neighbors, with the neighbors down the street, with the people that we used to know and the ones we've yet to meet, with the birds up on the rooftops and the last remaining bees, and the animals we chased so long who are finally running free. With the elemental confidence of every breathing thing, and a hope that will not sputter
Thanks so much. I'm John Shakespeare. Y'all have a nice night.
Okay, I guess we're like almost out of time, but where can people find your music online?
Oh yeah. So I'm on like Spotify and Apple Music and all those streaming services as John Shakespeare. There's no E at the end of my name, unlike the writer, but otherwise it's the same. And then Bandcamp as well is a great way to like support. And I'm on Instagram at John Shakespeare Music. Come check it out. There's a couple albums up there.
Awesome. And is there anything else that you want to say to the audience?
Just I hope that you're all doing well, and I'm glad that you're getting to watch Quarantine Cafe and supporting live music, and I hope that you're all living your lives and feeling okay.
Awesome. That was John Shakespeare. I'm your host Callum, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow at noon.